Hello, my friends. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm Nicholas W. Fuller. I'm a writer, an interviewer, a huge nerd, and an even bigger fan of giant flaming giant turtle dragons. Yes, I said giant twice. That's how giant. That's right. It's time for me to continue my super fast summaries of the Cradle series with Blackflame by the incomparable Will Wight. That's book 3 of the Cradle series, which is planned to be 12 books. The last one's going to be released June 6th. I should say that this video will be including spoilers, as I plan to go over all the major points and even some of the minor ones from Blackflame, so if you haven't read them yet, you ought to check them out. They're super fun. They're like a Hollywood action movie in print. Also, Travis Baldree does a fantastic job of narration if you're into audiobooks, but if you just want to watch the summary and want to get a summarized version of them all, hey, you're welcome too. I made them for people like me who really enjoyed the books, but it's been about a year since the last one was released, and 6 years since the first one was released, so maybe you want a little bit of a refresher before we get into the last book. If you're a fan of the series, throw me a like and a subscribe so you can check out my other videos and you can help spread this video with other people out there. But let's get into it. Information requested. Super fast summary of Blackflame by Will Wight. Starting now. Actually, not exactly starting right now. Apologies. But there's something I didn't mention earlier because it hadn't really pushed the plot much up to this point. But way back in book 1, Lyndon rather inexplicably steals a Sylvan River Shield from the school that was trying to kill Yaren. This thing was sort of like a wisp or maybe a fairy in the very beginning, but not very person-like. But over time, especially as it gains a more vital aura, especially as Ethan helped it, it grows and has become more person-like, particularly, again, when Ethan gave it that big dose of vital aura in the form of a scale he made. So one way or another, they've been carrying around the Sylvan River Seed ever since, and at some point, Yaren has named it Little Blue. All this is important later, trust me. But anyway, you probably remember back that book 2 ends with Ethan allowing Jai Long to challenge Lyndon to a duel, and that Ethan set the duel for 1 year in the future. Wah wah. So what to do? Time to get training and make sure Lyndon is not so weak like baby. Ethan first starts Yaren and Lyndon training with Fisher Geisha. Meanwhile, Ethan is waiting for another member of the Aurelius family to show up. Enter Cassius. Cassius is cool, still clearly powerful, though not quite as powerful as Ethan, but a nice counter to Ethan's crazy eccentricity. Anyway, we learn from Cassius that the Aurelia family has place of prominence in the Blackflame Empire, but the Jai clan is trying to take them down. We also learn that Jai Long has a sister who is crippled via her Madra channels and can barely breathe or move. This is why Jai Long wants to take down the Jai clan, because they let this happen, as well as the deformity with his gold sign that causes the spooky face wrap thing. Jai Long, that's the deformity. That's it, Snake. Further, his relationship with the Sand Vipers from book 2, as his friend was the leader's son. The leader, henceforth I will be calling him Sand Viper Daddy, promises support for Jai Long against the Jai clan and in his duel against Lyndon. So Jai Long starts mowing through Jai family peeps with his shiny new magic soul-sucking spear that has magic remnant-sucking abilities. Meanwhile, Lyndon is like, apologies, but about this duel, I'm supposed to fight with the scary high gold guy that's probably been getting stronger with his shiny new soul-sucking super spear. Is there a plan B? To which Yaren says, bleed me dry, just fight him face on. To which Lyndon gulps, cool. Ethan gives Lyndon the option to leave Aurelius' family to avoid the flight, but Lyndon declines and Ethan says, let's do this. They leave the pyramid they've been at on the cloud ship that Cassius arrived on. It's like a flying house. It's pretty cool. Ethan teaches Lyndon how to cycle with the Heaven and Earth Purification Wheel, which takes a ton of confrontation and feels like you're choking and dying, but will slowly increase his mana bar. Oh, Ethan, ever the fun coach. And that's just the beginning of the fun training. Ethan knows he better make Lyndon not quite so weak like baby if he's ever going to stand a chance against Jai Long. So first things first, time to get Lyndon to party with someone higher level, and Ethan has just the creature in mind. It's Orthos, the crazy fire turtle. I'm a dragon. You're a turtle. A dragon! If you say so. But poor Orthos has been driven completely mad by the negative effects of the new path Ethan wants to teach Lyndon, the path of Black Flame. Which, by the way, is illegal, but we'll get to that. So Lyndon is like, it drives you mad? Apologies, but are you sure? And Ethan is like, well, there are other options, but probably none as good at combat to help you give a chance against Jai Long. Besides, remember Little Blue? This is where she becomes important. She's going to be able to help you not go mad because she'll be able to purify you. I think. Probably. It'll all be fine. Lyndon goes for it, and Ethan helps him make Orthos the dragon his contracted partner, which sounds a lot like an arranged marriage, but it's not that kind of book. Partnering with Orthos takes Lyndon all the way to Jade. Yay! Which seems like the most underwhelming of all level ups, but still. So Ethan throws Lyndon and Yaren and Little Blue down into the training grounds while Orthos flops around somewhere down there trying to make himself not crazy. This is where the real meat and potatoes of this book happen. Linden and Yaren spend a lot of time fighting, learning to fight, learning to unlock Linden's new abilities in the path of Black Flame, and learning about each other. It's kind of awesome. It's a fun part of the book. They read an inscription that says, "The dragon advances," and that kind of becomes the mantra for the whole series. All the while, Yaren is also trying to get stronger. She took in her teacher's remnant spirit, but she didn't fully absorb it because that would break it down, and she thinks he's talking to her, but Ethan says it doesn't work that way, and she says, "Bleed me dry, no." Ethan says, "Cool. Train with just the weird sword appendage thing that you got now when you absorb the spirit. That's your gold sign." And she's like, "But I suck with that." And Nathan's like, "You ain't going to get any better just sitting around." She's like, "Fine, I'll do it." So Linden's trying to figure out his skills, and Yaren's relegated to using just this weird sword tentacle arm thing. And it's pretty hard, but they're slowly making some progress. Cassius says to Ethan, "You realize that this was built for a team of 5 people working together in unison to clear, right?" And Ethan's like, "Of course I do." And Cassius says, "Well, how do you expect them to get through?" And Ethan's like, "I'll tell you what. You man the training ground controls, and if you can get them to quit, I'll let them out of here. And I'll even let Linden not have that terrible duel with the scary mean-faced guy that he has to fight in a year because I said so." Cassius is like, "Challenge accepted." Meanwhile, the leader of the Jai clan, Jai Daishu, has had enough of this Jai Long, taking out his clan. He confronts Jai Long, and as an underlord, Jai Daishu quickly overpowers Jai Long. But he doesn't kill him. Instead, he makes him a deal. "I'm old and I'm dying. Stop this nonsense and I'll help your sister and you'll be my heir, and swear to do everything you can to strengthen the Jai clan." Jai Long takes the soul oath because it's his sister that is his real motivation. If he's going to help his sister, that's all he really cares about. But Jai Daishu was secretly planning a coup to overthrow the Aurelius family, so time to get to work. Jai Long turns his magic soul-sucking super spear on the Aurelius family as the whole Jai clan sneaks attacks everyone in the Aurelius family all over the city all at once. Ethan is pissed, largely because he didn't see this coming and he sees everything coming. Ethan then comes under attack. As Cassius becomes aware of the ambush attack across the city by Jai Long, he leaves the training ground without a word and goes back to make sure his family is safe, his wife and his kids. Linden and Yaren hear the battle going on outside the training ground and start to wonder, what the heck, man? Orthos, the dragon, figures out what's going on outside, rolls up on Linden and Yaren all crazy-like, and then causes some mayhem, but it's all pretty much in the mountain, and then he sort of wanders off for a while. Ethan kills Jai Daishu, or so he thinks. Wah wah. Jai Daishu had a relic carried in his spirit that lets him cheat death, but just once. But we'll learn more about that another time. Right now, Linden and Yaren are getting jumped. Before they can leave the valley with the trials, Jai Long and Sandviper Daddy ambush them. Orthos saves Linden just before Sandviper Daddy manages to kill him. Yaren, however, is finally forced to confront a hard truth during their battle. The remnant she absorbed is not her master and is actively fighting against her in her battle. She crushes it and absorbs it, advancing to high gold. Yay! The fight turns in her favor and Jai Long retreats. Orthos, the dragon, is now seething with anger and madness, and after using more Blackflame to attack, so he dumps Blackflame into Linden, trying to stave off his own crazies. Fortunately, Little Blue assists, and Linden survives. In fact, better than just survives, he advances to low gold. Yay! So now he's not quite so weak like baby anymore. Now he's maybe weak like child, weak like adolescent, something like that. Anyway, Sandviper Daddy attacks again at that point, and quickly realizes he has made a terrible timing mistake and gets wrecked because he's also only a gold, and so are most of the people outside of Sacred Valley who are not mere children, still weak like baby as Linden was. But yeah, he gets wrecked because Linden's much more powerful than he was. Done. Linden reunites with Ethan, who reveals his path to Linden and the fact that he too has a super cool space marble thing. It's wonderful, it's touching, it's nice. Then he sends Linden to go find Jai Chen, Jai Long's sister. When he discovers her, he sees she's super sick, so he and Little Blue do what they can to fix her up. Jai Chen is shocked and grateful, able to move and breathe freely for the first time in years. Linden asks her to pass on a message to Jai Long, saying, "Hey, if you could not beat my ass later, that would be super swell." But just then, a patrolling Skyscorn, who are like the cops of Blackflame Empire, and who, by the way, didn't do jack dash throughout this whole Jai ambush thing, but now this Skyscorn is flying around and he sees Linden and takes him into custody, citing that learning the Blackflame path is a threat to the Empire. In response, Ethan meets up with the Emperor of the Blackflame Empire, and instead of being like, "Yo, get my boy out of here," he's like, "Yo, make sure my boy fights." And that's the end of Book 3. What a ride. It's crazy books. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of training going on, but so much more. Lots of interplay with Jai Long, Jai Daishu. Good book. Good fun. Definitely setting some things up for things to get more and more wild in the future. So, please give me a like and subscribe if you watch this far so that the algorithm can help spread this video to more and more people so that they can learn the awesomeness of Cradle and check out these summaries. And also it'll help you With the subscribe, you'll be able to see my future summary videos. Also, let me know in the comments which book in the Cradle series was your favorite. I'd love to know. I think this one is definitely at least one of my favorites, if not number one. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If no one's told you today, you're an absolute legend.